Welcome to another episode of Good Cooking, and I'm so excited because it's my favorite episode of the year because it's one of my favorite holidays. It's the Mardi Gras episode.
And Lindsay has made a shrimp mirliton casserole.
I can probably guarantee that most people watching this have never had a mirliton squash before, also called a chayote, also called a cactus pear. So, since this is our annual Mardi Gras episode, I thought what better than to make the shrimp and mirliton casserole that I so dearly loved.
Well, I think it would be best if you told us the ingredients you didn't use. It would be a shorter list.
That is one thing about this dish, is that it's a lot of prep work, a lot of ingredients, a lot of chopping.
You're telling me.
But we've got our prep work done, and so now all we have to do is assemble this thing.
That's it.
So let's head over to the stove.
Yes.
It's just us still. The little potatoes.
All right, G, you ready to get this thing going?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got...
Hi.
Yes, if everyone watching doesn't know, Ben is
Ben's here.
right here. Okay, so we got our Dutch oven,
All right.
our 8-quart Dutch oven, and we need to add a little olive oil. Did I say that right? Olive oil? Olive oil to our pot.
What's in that drink?
I know!
What temperature am I putting it on over here?
Medium high, please.
Okay, medium high it is.
Give me a medium high.
So what do we got here?
We've got our yellow onion, our green bell pepper, and our jalapeno.
Nice. So what do you want me to throw in first?
I'm not sure it matters, but I usually go onion.
You want to go onion?
Yeah,
I'm going to toss that onion in first.
give us a layer of onion. You can throw in everything together.
Throwing it all in.
I'm gonna cook them down until they're light and golden,
Okay.
probably 5-ish minutes.
All right. No seasoning at this point?
Not at this point, no sir.
Oh, Ben, do you hear that? That's the sound of the train working on the... That was last episode, but you didn't watch that one, so you went, no.
It's the sound of the train working on the henna.
Yep, that's
did
how
I
that
say?
goes. It's the sound of the train
That's
working
not
on
right.
the train.
You said
That's the sound of the men working on the train. Chain?
You didn't know
Chain gang.
The song's called Chain Gang.
Let me tell you something. I thought they've been working on that train for a long time.
Your favorite ingredient of all time is on deck. Wait, no! Oh, I thought you were gonna throw it in.
No. Hold on. The same.
What, God?
Both start with G. And both are a blessing. Look at that.
Look how nice.
Look at that beauty in that.
How much do you love your Dutch oven?
I do.
We use it all the time.
Yep.
Stop it, Ben. We're in the kitchen.
Yeah, man. I'll do a Dutch oven right in the kitchen. I don't care. That's love.
That's actually...
What do you think? Do you think your grandmother was making really nice meals back in the day? She didn't get a little poot on Sunday afternoon? She did.
That's all she did.
She's like, anybody want some ziti? Bop. What's the name of this thing we're making again? The vegetable?
Shrimp
No.
and mirliton casserole.
Wasn't that guy in Top Gun? Mirliton?
Yes. One thing to also mention, I don't know if they're readily available at your local grocery store. We got these mirlitons at our farmer's market,
Support a little small business.
which I like to get our produce there all the time anyways, but they have things that you wouldn't find all the time at a typical grocery store.
They got nice stuff there. I keep telling you guys on every one of these episodes, support your local business.
Okay, let me give this a little...
Don't go to Rouse.
Let me give this a
Don't
little
go to-
spin, just for fun. Ben, what are the local grocery store chains in Washington?
Albertsons.
Oh, okay.
Rosars.
Rosars?
Rosars.
How do you spell that?
Rosaurs.
Oh, like Rosaurus? Like the dinosaur?
You feel good about that?
Now it's time, your favorite time.
Say a little prayer to your ears.
Yes. So now we're just gonna cook this down a couple minutes.
Ooh, I almost set my laces on fire. Ooh, would have been hot. Do you want this garlic to be a little?
Just a couple minutes.
And then these Murtoffs
Yeah.
go,
Lieutenant Murtaugh,
Lieutenant Murtoffs go in.
are we ready for the main event?
I'm not waiting.
Next, we're gonna add our mirlitons, which, as we know, have been boiled, peeled, halved and seeded. So now we're gonna throw these in. We're actually gonna mash them up. And we need to cook them down. I know this is gonna sound like a long time, but for about 30 minutes, because we need all of the liquid that this is gonna create to evaporate.
It smells great.
I know, it's such a unique smell, right?
I feel like I'm in the army.
In the army.
Yes, Jill Sergeant. Yes, Jill
For all the
Sergeant.
Merlaton mashing those fellas do.
Yep. Why did you join the army? I wanted to mash some Merlotons. Gosh, look at all the water in here. It's almost creating like a soup-like.
Uh-huh.
It's nice.
So we have to wait for that to evaporate.
It smells really good.
Ooh,
Ben,
it does.
come on down with us. Come on down with us.
It's so,
Come down to Flavor Town.
it smells so fresh.
It's really good.
So while this is cooking down, we're gonna add our dried thyme and our Cajun seasoning, which happens to be Emeril's. Just mix that in. All right, so we've got these Merlotons pretty cooked down. Most of the liquid is evaporated, which is what we want. It may not take 30 minutes, so just be sure and watch it. The second star of the show we're adding is our shrimp. This has been marinated in a little olive oil and Cajun seasoning, and now we're gonna toss that in there, and this is gonna cook down pretty quick, like, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes.
Just make sure to watch your shrimp, because shrimp does cook relatively quickly.
Just get them pink.
Yep.
Then we've got our green onion, our fresh parsley,
Okay.
little ground black pepper,
That's really nice.
and salt, very important. All right,
Mix it up.
let's go.
I think we're getting close to being ready here. So we're gonna turn the heat
Cook
off
shrimp.
on this. Cooked shrimp. As you can see, they're the right color. That's what we're looking for. And now we're just gonna turn the heat off.
Yep, we don't want them to cook anymore. Do we need to actually move the pot off of the hot area? Okay. Nice. Very, very innovative. Now it's our final ingredients. So we're gonna add our breadcrumbs,
All right, so we're just dumping the whole thing in there.
dump away. Then we've got our beaten eggs,
Lightly beaten. eggs,
lightly beaten.
Basically, not like Nicole Brown Simpson. These are lightly beaten. She was fully beaten. Okay.
She was murdered.
It's a half beat. And then we've got a peppery hot sauce. We're using Frank's, but if you have a pepper-based hot sauce that you like, by all means use that.
What's Frank's motto? We put that on everything. There we go. Done.
The other one that you love is the pepper plant. Remember how much you used to use that?
Oh my God! I used to fire rockets out of my ass in the
If
bathroom.
you're in the Central California area,
Steer clear.
it's a nice local hot sauce. So let's mix it all up. Now we've got all of our ingredients mixed and we're ready to put it in our 9x13 oven safe casserole dish. Then we're gonna top it with some shredded cheddar cheese and a little bit more breadcrumb and pop it in the oven.
Off to the races.
At 350. Most of you have probably never had a Merlaton before or a chayote, but there's so many good things in this casserole: the shrimp, the squash, the onion, the garlic, the cheese, the breadcrumb. I guarantee that any time of year you're gonna enjoy this, but I think you should definitely make it for Fat Tuesday. Is there anything else you wanna add?
Yeah, that cheese grater was fantastic.
I know, right?
Been in the drawer for 4 months.
Didn't know we had it.
We've been grating cheese like a loser. And if you want the recipe, as always, it's in the description below. And from our house to yours.
Let the good times roll.
Mardi Gras.
I think you remember a few years ago when I had that Thanksgiving at Sarah's house and I came back raving about this shrimp dish that I had.
That was actually the time that I made you mushrooms and you tripped on a spiny ball
Yes,
and your mushrooms went up.
I ate
But your mushroom stayed intact.
mushrooms stayed okay,
That's a champion.
but I did skin my knee.
Oh.
How bad is it to skin your knee as an adult?
I'm sorry, were you in an episode of I Love Lucy? What are you describing? You're so spiky ball. What?